Hey everybody, thanks for joining me here at Bitcoin and Crypto News. Today is January 12th, 2021. Today we're going to look at some of the top news stories in the wild world of crypto, as well as take a look at some of the price action from over the past 24 hours. And in case you missed it, it's been a hell of a ride. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, that really helps the channel grow, and also please subscribe for more videos. Taking a look at Bitcoin, after nearly a 30% correction, it is up 9.6% today, trading at $34,754. We have Ethereum, which dipped below $900 yesterday, is up 12.5%, trading at $1,090. XRP is up 9.4%, trading at 29 cents. We have Litecoin trading at $137, up 12.2%, as well as Cardano up 15.3%, trading at 29 cents. Bitcoin Cash is up 9.3%, trading at $464, as well as Polkadot up 8%, trading at $8.29. Stellar is the top performer within the top 10, up 24.5%, trading rate at 28 cents, and Chainlink is up 8.1%, trading at $14.39. Also, if we look at total market cap, Chainlink is barely holding on to its lead over Binance Coin with only about $40 million separating the two. All right, that's enough of the top 10. Let's take a look and see who are the top performers for the day. We have Nano up a whopping 44% today, as well as Sushi up 38.5%, Synthetics up 31.9%, Solana and Maker both up 31.4%, and Horizon up 30.2%, as well as a bunch of other coins either up 20 or in the high teens. So just looking at the market, we can see it's been a recovery for most coins. Let's actually see if there's any coins that are down for the day. So the only coin within the top 100 that's down, that isn't a stable coin, is the Leo token, and it is only down 0.1% for the day. So coming off of what was the first major correction in this bull run, the market definitely has rebounded. All right, and that's enough of the price action. Let's get into our news stories. So coming out of the very turbulent day yesterday where Bitcoin corrected almost 30%, Bitcoin recovered 20% overnight. And this comes as some banks around the globe continue to block transaction from crypto exchanges, despite their very bleak outlook. Major banking institutions in the United States will be hoping to put 2020 firmly behind them when the fourth quarter numbers are released on Friday. Looking around the market, financial analysts are expecting a sharp contrast between Bitcoin's recent fortunes and those of the legacy banking sector, with some major banks expecting losses of over 40%. Citigroup is expected to show a 42% decline for the last 3 months of 2020, while analysts are predicting Wells Fargo will suffer a similar drop of around 39%. On top of those two major banks, Bank of America will release its own quarterly report, and when comparing this poor performance from the banks with Bitcoin from roughly around the same time, we can look and see that Bitcoin was trading around $10,000 and has ballooned up to over $35,000, touching as high as almost $42,000, while banks continue to fail and fade. On top of all this wonderful news about how poorly the banks are performing and performed in 2020, Switzerland's largest bank, the UBS, announced on Tuesday that it will close roughly one-fifth of all of its Swiss branches this quarter, and that it will also begin to start charging negative rates on clients holding more than 250,000 Swiss francs, worth approximately $280,000, starting this July. In a statement, UBS Banking had said, "It's becoming increasingly clear that we will have to contend with negative interest rates for years to come. So now people with over $250,000 in Swiss francs will not only have to compete with inflation stealing from their purchasing power, but also with their bank, who will be stealing an additional 0.75% for those holding over 250,000. To quote a popular meme in the crypto world, Bitcoin fixes this. With the market crashing over 20% yesterday, it is clear that one group of people were buying. With all the blood on the streets yesterday, that one group was the Bitcoin whales, who are described as groups of crypto wallet addresses held by a singular network participant holding at least 1,000 Bitcoin. And this metric rose yesterday slightly to a new record of 2,140 entities on Monday. So despite the sharp correction in the market, large investors bought the dip, which indicates that they are still very bullish and confident on the ongoing bull market. So while those investors with weak hands panicked and sold their positions, whales bought their coins, removing yet more Bitcoins from the ever-decreasing supply. So this is yet another case of the rich getting richer. The fact that the number of whale wallets increased shows that the market is still very bullish, and those large investors believe the price will continue to rise. And if you've been in the space for previous runs, it's good to always zoom out and remember that there have been many corrections of over 30% during the last bull run, and I'm sure there will be many in this run. Some more bullish news is that Bakkt is merging with VC Impact Acquisitions Holdings. After the merger, the combined company will be called Bakkt Holdings, and it will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange with an expected valuation of $2.1 billion. So with the news of Coinbase looking to IPO, it appears they will not be the first in the crypto space to be listed on the stock market. After launching back in 2018, Bakkt currently supports more than 30 loyalty program sponsors and more than 200 gift card merchants, including Starbucks, which has integrated Bakkt Cash as a payment method for Starbucks cardholders within its own app. The deal between Bakkt and VC Impact Acquisition is expected to be completed during quarter 2 of 2021. VPC shares were halted pre-market for the news, and the bullish news continues as Grayscale announced that it will begin accepting new investors again. After pausing this service in late December, where they were no longer allowing new customers, Grayscale announced that its Bitcoin trust will begin accepting new investors. One of the interesting things with Grayscale is that it requires its investors to lock up funds for 6 months. So these new investors will not be able to sell on a secondary market for the first 6 months after their purchase. Shortly after the announcement broke, CEO Barry Silbert went to Twitter and posted simply, "Buckle up." With the largest buyer of Bitcoin reigniting purchasing for new investors, the price of Bitcoin should continue to bounce back after the recent pullback. With the price hovering around $35,000, it must be looking pretty cheap compared to $41,000 from just a few days ago. Over the past week, you've may have noticed that Elon Musk surpassed Amazon's Jeff Bezos and became the richest man in the world, while Forbes has officially released their Bitcoin billionaires ranking. With the recent increase in price, there have been many new millionaires created, as well as reaching what is believed to be our first billionaires in the space, when looking solely at their crypto wealth. At the top of this list, with the number one spot, is Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who are the co-founders of Gemini and entered the space during 2013 and began purchasing Bitcoin when it was priced around $120. Right now, their wealth in cryptocurrency is estimated at $1.4 billion apiece. If this bull run is really just beginning, and Bitcoin reaches the $500,000 per coin price that the Winklevi twins have predicted, then Mark Zuckerberg may have to look over his shoulders as the twins make their way towards catching him in net worth. Some other notable names on the list include Matthew Rozak, worth an estimated $1.2 billion in crypto, Tim Draper, worth approximately $1.1 billion, as well as new Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor with an estimated $600 million in crypto. And rounding out the list are longtime Bitcoin bull and investor Mike Novogratz, worth an estimated $478 million in crypto, after he first invested back in 2013 with a $7 million investment into Bitcoin, as well as Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin, worth an estimated $360 million in crypto, who owns an estimated 333,000 Ethereum, as the price hovers around $1,000 per coin. As this market continues to grow and consume the rest of the financial world, I'm sure we will see many more people, most of whom will be unknown, just early adopters that will join the ranks of these crypto multimillionaires and billionaires, some of which may even make their way onto Forbes' regular rankings. Sticking with one of these crypto almost billionaires, Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy announced that on February 3rd and 4th, MicroStrategy will be hosting a free online course on Bitcoin. In a recent tweet, Michael Saylor made the announcement that he, along with his company and many big names in the crypto space, will be offering a 2-day online course. On the first day, Saylor will give 2 talks himself, one on the Bitcoin macro strategy, which will offer a review of Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset, as well as address macroeconomic factors driving Bitcoin's institutional adoption, with MicroStrategy being the first publicly traded company to convert some of their treasury into Bitcoin, which led to companies like MassMutual and Square to follow suit. Saylor hopes that this will give him a platform to reach more companies. The second talk will be on the Bitcoin corporate strategy, which will review the ways in which corporations can integrate with Bitcoin. There will also be other talks due to feature on both days, including topics such as financial and legal considerations about Bitcoin. On the second day, MicroStrategy will provide an overview of strategic vendors and offerings in the Bitcoin marketplace. On this day, several presentations will be given by major cryptocurrency companies like Binance, Coinbase, and Fidelity. And our last story is less of a story, but more of a look back into the history of Bitcoin. 2009, Hal Finney received the first transfer on the Bitcoin network when Satoshi Nakamoto sent Hal 10 Bitcoins, a sum which was worth nothing at the time, but at today's prices is currently worth over $353,000. Hal Finney passed away in 2014 after a battle with ALS. This anniversary also comes just days after the 12-year anniversary of Hal's famous tweet from January 10th, 2009 that read, "Running Bitcoin." Hal was one of the first people to theorize about the price of Bitcoin, stating in a thread with Satoshi that by looking at the total worldwide household wealth, considering it to be between $100 and $300 trillion, with Bitcoin's 21 million supply, that would give each coin an estimated value of $10 million. You must remember that at this time, Bitcoin was worth less than a penny. Only time will tell if Hal Finney was ultimately correct with his prediction of $10 million per coin, but I'm sure he would be amazed to see how far it has come. I want to thank you for joining me here today, and if you liked the video or found the information helpful, please hit the like button. That really helps get the video out to more people and help the channel grow. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I upload videos daily on the top stories in the crypto space. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Did you buy yesterday's dip? Also, with you now knowing that whales were the main purchasers of Bitcoin yesterday, do you think the market's going to recover, or is this simply just a dead cat bounce and a short-term recovery with more of a dip on the way? What do you think about Switzerland's largest bank instituting essentially a tax on users with over 250,000 Swiss francs? Do you think this will happen in more countries with more banks? And do you believe that this will lead people to find Bitcoin as a way to preserve their wealth and stop banks from stealing from them? Let me know what you think in the description down below, and as always, the links to the articles will be in the description. Thanks again for joining me, and remember, buy the dips, stack sats, and chill.